Guys, welcome back to another video today. Now, I know last video was kind of rushed because my friend was calling and I didn't want to leave him. So, yeah, I'll try to make this video average 30 minutes, hopefully. I want to make this average 30, but if I can't, sorry. But, what was I going to say? Yeah, but, if you get this video to 10 likes within 3 hours of this being posted, I will post the Cockzoo one today. Also, yeah, I'll give you 3 hours. That's all you get. And then I'll start posting, and if you guys don't reach the 10 likes, I'm not going to post the Cockzoo one today. Yep, I'll post it tomorrow. But yeah, so I'll explain what happened during the 4 years, and yeah, let's go into the video. Naruto, we go to an 8-year-old Naruto. After he was finished talking with Deidara, he went to train on his puppets, his explosion, and the Sharingan also. He also trained with swords, because the puppets are just in case. The explosions are for long range, but if they destroy all of his puppets, he can go with the sword. And the Mangekyo Sharingan is just supposed to help. So he's overpowered at this point. We're going to do a year from now. He's 9. He's had interactions with the akatsuki. He's seen Minato take care of his 2 children like nothing happened. Now, let's say he was originally told of his father, but then what happened? So Obito took him. So he's really mad at Minato, but he has to keep up this act. During the Chunin exam, something's going to happen, but we're not going to tell you what yet. Now, that's a yet. So, he is now 10. He's been trained more and more. Kisame's like he's almost ready to be one of the 7 swordsmen of the mist of how good his sword style is. And he's really good at making puppets. He was even better than Sasori when he first began. So Naruto made a puppet of the first Hokage. Now you're like, whoa, the first Hokage, that's pretty sick. Or you're like, different expression. I just want you to think it's pretty sick. But yeah, he has minimal use of the wood style. It's like the third Kazekage had iron sand, and it used pretty good. Yeah, the first puppet can use the wood style pretty good. I'd like to point that out. He's not going to do the second Hokage, but yeah. That's the puppet he has. It's special to him. Oh, imagine if he did the third Raikage. It would be pretty sick. I'll maybe think of that. But let's continue. As Naruto's puppets are really good because he made a human-like version of the first, which Sasori takes pride of. He's like, oh, that's really good, Naruto, for you just being 10. He extends in medical ninjutsu. Like I said, his sword style is on fleek. His explosions, his art creating is perfect. Like, he create a full body. Like a full body person within like a couple seconds. So yeah, and his Mangekyo Sharingan Eternal BTW is going really good with the Susanoo. So he can't go blind. He has a lot of chakra usage, but he's a Uzumaki, which kind of helps. Now, he can't have it on always, but in a dire situation, he can have it on and use the Amaterasu and Kamui. I'm going to give him one more. The Forbidden Technique, Izanagi, which drains a lot of chakra, which means it would close his eye for a while, because he's not a pure-blood Uchiha. I will fix that later. For a disclaimer, he is now 11. He's checking up, everything's fine. The academy's going good. Deidara goes up to Naruto and says, "How are you doing, my son?" Naruto says, "Oh, I'm doing great in the academy." Deidara says, "That's good. I wouldn't expect anything else from you." So, how's your art going? As Naruto created a mimic of Deidara. As Deidara said, "That's beautiful art." Naruto says, "Yeah, I know, right?" So the sorcery then pops out saying, "How about your puppets?" Naruto says, "I've mastered the first Hokage puppet, and I'm thinking about making the second Hokage with his great infinity of water." Sorcery says, "That's good. You'll probably be the next version of me, but better." Obito then walks out saying, "How you doing, Naruto? How's the training?" Naruto says, "I learned I actually have one more secret ability, the Izanagi." As Obito says, "Oh, the forbidden technique. Be careful with using that, as you cannot go blind, but it still affects a lot." "You can't use the other technique, can you?" As Naruto says, "Probably not. It would probably affect me way too much." So Obito nods as Kisame. The four came here because they wanted to see how Naruto's training. As Kisame said, "Well, Naruto, how's your sword style going?" Naruto says, "Amazing, actually. It's like one of my best skills." Kisame said, "Yeah, probably because of your sword style. Your Uzumaki heritage. They were also really good with the sword." They have a light conversation. Conan then appears saying, "Sorry, but we must go." Naruto says, "Already? But we are having such a good conversation." Conan says, "Yes, we have to go. We have akatsuki business." Naruto says, "Okay." As they go, Naruto's now 12. Now this is where he's doing the graduation test. See if it can become a little bit more interesting. Because that part wasn't that interesting. I just added some plot. Naruto goes in the classroom as he hears Menma boasting, and so is Mito, saying, "We're the best in this class because our father is the fourth Hokage." Naruto then said, "Your father may be the fourth, but I have the first and second." In his mind, of course. As Mito says, "Yeah. Sasuke, how about if I win, if I get Konoichi of the year, you have to go out with me." Because Mito's crush is going to be Sasuke Uchiha. One of the last Uchihas. Sasuke says no. As Mito says, "Come on, I'm the fourth daughter. Don't you want to go on a date with me?" As Sasuke says, "No, I do not. For I'm Uchiha Elite. I do not go on dates with a person who uses their father's name and not show their own skill." Mito frowned, as Sakura was happy about this. Naruto then goes up to his seat as normal, as Haruka says, "Okay, everyone sit down." As they do, they did not want to hear the big head jutsu. Haruka said, "I'm going to pass out these tests. Everyone, you get 30 minutes to complete this." Naruto completes it really fast. As Haruka then says, "Okay, everyone, you will be doing the taijutsu portion now. Everyone step back, as it's going to be Naruto v Menma, and Mito v Sakura, and Sasuke v Kiba, let's say. And whoever passes this will move on to the next round." So, yes. Have I already been talking for 10 minutes? Oh, that's surprising. Okay, sorry guys. So, Naruto says, "Okay, you ready to get your butt beaten, Menma?" As Menma says no, for I'm gonna win. As he gets punched in the gut. As I'm saying as way too much again. Menma then flies back. As Naruto says, "What'd you say, Menma? Are you using your father's name again to get reputation?" As Menma says, "No, I will defeat you." As he ran up to Naruto as he threw a punch. Naruto dodged it. As Menma threw another punch, Naruto dodged that again, but then grabbed his fist. As he then said, "Menma, you rely too much on your father's name to get you by. You need your own strength." As he threw Menma out of the ring, making Naruto the immediate winner. As Sasuke defeated Kiba very fast, and Mito defeated Sakura, as it's Mito v Sasuke. Sasuke then runs up to Mito, throwing a punch. As Mito can grab it, she's kind of better than her brother. She then throws her own punch, as Sasuke then grabs it, twisted her, and threw her, making an immediate out of the ring. As we're doing that kind of rule because, I don't want to make this too complicated, as it's Sasuke v Naruto. Now, Naruto's obviously the Ashura path, but Ashura can still be evil, you know what I mean? Naruto's not evil, he has this good aura. Sasuke then says, "We can fight." As Iruka says, "Yes, well, just because it's the last people, I want to know if you guys have any ninjutsu. So you're allowed to use ninjutsu." Sasuke then smirks. As Naruto said, "Really, Iruka, are we allowing this?" Iruka says, "Yes." Naruto said, "Fine." As his bandages get off his hand. Oh yeah, I forgot, he has bandages on his hand. As it showed 2 mouths. Naruto then stuck them in his pouches. He has 2 pouches on each that carry 5 pounds of clay. Sasuke said, "What are you doing?" Naruto said, "None of your business." As Sasuke ran through hand sensei, he said, "Fire style, fireball jutsu." Naruto had to dodge, and then he put his hands out as a bunch of spiders came out. Clay little spiders, as they ran up to Sasuke. Sasuke says, "What are these?" as he kicked one. But Naruto then held his hands in a tiger position, I'm pretty sure. And they all exploded, sending Sasuke flying back. As Naruto then wrapped his hands again, saying, "That'll be enough." As Naruto from the corner of his eye sees Sasuke standing, barely though. Naruto then said, "I could finish you with taijutsu. I don't really need to finish you with my nin jutsu." As he punched Sasuke in the face really fast. As Sasuke was down. As Mito and Menma were angry at this, as how could they beat Sasuke? Menma wanted to help Sasuke to his mission, and Mito she loves Sasuke, let's just say that. Yeah, she liked him a lot. Naruto then walked away as Iruka said, "Naruto, the Rookie of the Year." Naruto, everyone was angry at this, especially Sasuke. Iruka then said, "Okay, well, you can go home. Here's your 4 head protectors." As Naruto took it really fast, as he then put it around one of his eye and up on his head, as it's the Leaf Shinobi headband. It's covering his Mangekyo Sharingan. Or Eternal, let's say. Yeah, it's Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. With an Amaterasu and Kamui. And Izanagi. But that's all he can use the Sharingan for a day if he uses it in his Izanagi. Reviving one of his deaths. Which I'm sure it's one of his deaths will happen. But that would be fighting a Tail Beast. Okay. So, Naruto does have the chance to get the Rinnegan once Nagato dies by someone. That's all I'm saying. So, Naruto will be standing on the corners, in the stands, waiting Well, no, he went home because, yeah, he just went home. As he got a knock on his door, as it was the fourth Hokage. Naruto says, yes, fourth. Well, I heard that you beat Sasuke today, and Menma, how'd you do that, and how do you have that jutsu of yours that explodes? Naruto says, none of your business, fourth. Now, I am a Leaf Shinobi, but I don't have to tell you every secret of mine. The fourth nods as he leaves. Now, Mizuki fails at his attempt to steal the scroll because Minato's younger, he can see more and all of that. As Mizuki never left the gate, he was actually still in the village. We go in the next 3 days. As the team leader of Team 7, well, the teammates of Team 7 are Naruto, Sasuke, and Mito. Now, Sakura's going to be taking place with Team Kurenai, and Mito's on Team 7. Menma is going to be with his own mother, a one-team squad. You know, because his mother's really good and all of that. As it's going to be like a collaboration with Team 7. Because that only makes sense. As Team 7 and Team 14? Team 14 go on the roof. As Kakashi starts saying, well, we will be... we will be telling... You will be telling us your likes, dislikes, and goal in hobby. Hobby and goal. As they all nod, as he then says, first, you, Mito. As Mito then said, my likes are kind of a fangirl and kind of not. So her likes are Sasuke and training. Her dislikes are Naruto, Hoshigaki, and Sakura. Yes, Sakura. It's then Sasuke's turn, as his likes are, he likes very few things, he dislikes a lot of things, and his goal, no, his dream is to kill Itachi. As Naruto, let me tell you what Naruto's looks like. He has black shinobi shirt, and he has black Anbu pants and black shinobi sandals. And he has a black headband, so he's all matching. He can hide in the shadows. But he has blue skin because of the transformation jutsu. So Naruto's not going to decline this transformation jutsu as soon as they go in the Chunin exams. Oh, and his hair is also like a bluish black. Yeah, like a dark blue, like navy blue. So Naruto then said, my likes are none of your concern. My dislikes are none of your concern, and my goal is to please my friends. Menma then says, my goal is to help Sasuke reach his goal. My dream is to... No, my likes are training and my family. My dislikes is Naruto. As everyone really hates Naruto in the village. So, I'm sorry if that was ear rape. I moved my headphones. Oh gosh. If this video gets demonetized because I said that. Okay, I'm gonna say a side rant as soon as this video is done. Side rant soon. So, Naruto, Kakashi said, we're gonna start D ranks. Well, no, tomorrow we're gonna do a test to see how good you are. As you have to defeat me and Kushina. And get these bells. As he pulled up 3 bells. As they nodded they left to go do stuff. Kushina then said, well, we're gonna pass them either way. Kakashi said, yeah, I know, I just want to see their skills. As he gave 1 bell to Kushina then nodded. It's the next day now. Naruto ate soldier pills. Because he wanted to. And, it keeps the chakra up. He didn't get a visit from Deidara, which he knows that Deidara is probably doing something, so he didn't do it. He didn't ask where Deidara is from Zetsu. So, yeah. He is at Training Ground 7 with Menma, Mito, Sasuke. As Sasuke says, I can't believe I'm waiting for them. They're 3 hours late, of course, because Kushina thought it'd be fine to see how many are asleep. As I think 3 of them would be asleep. Yeah, Menma, Mito, and Sasuke are asleep, but Naruto's wide awake. Not hungry at all. You don't hear his stomach rumbling. As Kakashi was wondering why is this, but he didn't pay attention that much. As Kakashi said, "Get up." They did. He then said, "We will be doing the bell test. As I already explained it yesterday, you will have until noon to get me." And Kushina, because she has one of the bells. They all nod. No, it'd be a 4-man team. Yeah, 3 bells. Never mind. As they all hide. Except Menma. He's being the stupid one here. Just a bit. And Mito. Them both didn't hide. As Kushina said, "What have we taught you about hiding?" Menma said, "I can definitely beat them." Mito then said, "Well, I'm following my brother because he's the best leader." Naruto then smacks his head as they go battle. What happened to Menma? What happened to Naruto happened to Menma, and Kushina just smacked Mito away into the water with her chakra chains. Naruto then popped out saying, "Hey, mind if I join?" As they were like, "You're going for a frontal assault like them, didn't you see what happened?" Naruto then said, "I'm not as stupid as them." As he ran through hand signs, he said, "Lightning style, lightning bullets," as he shot out many lightning bullets. As they were all Kushina and Kakashi dodged them. Naruto then had time to release his hands, and put them in his bags. As Naruto then said, "How about you guys take some art?" As they didn't know what this meant until they got wrapped around by a centipede. They were like, "Where did this come from?" Naruto said, "Look under," as there was a hole. Kushina then said, "What's stopping me from breaking out of this?" Naruto then said, "Well, if I make a tiger hand sign, then let's just say your innies will be your outies, or your inner guts will be your outer guts now. You'll basically explode." As Sasuke saw this, as he was like, "They're trapped. I got them." As he ran out and said, "Fire style, fireball jutsu." Naruto then said, "What?" He then shot out little clay that blocked it. Little clay men that blocked it. They rushed. As Naruto said, "Sasuke, you have exploded them." See, as he threw the clay people in the water, as there was a ginormous explosion. As Naruto walked up, Kushina and Kakashi didn't know what to do. As if they moved, they'd get blown up. But if they didn't move, then they wouldn't get blown up. Naruto then grabbed all 3 of the bells, as Menma said, What just happened?" Naruto then said, "Well, this is what happened." As the centipedes ran away and they jumped in the air, and Naruto said, "Tiger." He did a tiger hand sign as they exploded. As Kushina said, he wasn't lying. Kakashi said, "Yeah, I know." Naruto then said, "Well, Did we pass, Kakashi? I gave the 3 bells to Menma, Mito, and Sasuke. As Kakashi said, yes, you did pass. As we're going to do a month time skip. You know, because I'm too lazy to explain a month, what's happening in a month. Yeah, please forgive me. So, they're in the Hokage's office as Menma and Mito and Sasuke ask for a higher ranking mission than D. Because they're too good for that. Naruto just stayed quiet. So he hasn't had to use his puppets yet. He's hoping he doesn't have to, or he might reveal too much. But he does want to try them out. He does try them out by themselves, and they're pretty good. But he wants to try them out, with a actual person. Naruto then said, I wish I actually could use my puppets. My sword style. If the puppets got destroyed, then I'd use my sword for up-close attacks. So, Naruto is just sitting there thinking to himself, going all the scenarios through his head. As Minato finally broke, as he then said, sure, get Tazuna, as the Anbu did, and Tazuna came out as he said, give me 4 brats and 2 jonins. Do you really think this is enough? Minato said, well, this should be enough for a C rank. Tazuna then scoffed and said, okay, fine. We leave in an hour. They all go, pack up in an hour. As Naruto looks like he didn't even take a bag. As Kakashi asked, where's your bag, Naruto? Naruto then said, I have it sealed in one of my scrolls. As Kakashi looked back and there were 3 scrolls. He wasn't going to ask about the 2 others. We go, and Naruto sees a puddle. As Naruto blinks and says, is this really a technique? He then does a jutsu as he said, fire style. Majestic destroyer flame. As 2 people pop up and they have 3rd-degree burns all over their hands. So Naruto says, that was really good, but it hasn't rained in a couple of days. You have to be smarter than the Hidden Rain Village. Because it's always puddly there. As they're like, good advice, kid, but we gotta kill you now. And get Tazuna. Naruto said, that ain't gonna happen. For I've been looking for a challenge, as he smiled. Evilly. Kinda evilly, but he didn't give up too bad. As the demon brother kinda walked back a bit. Naruto ran through hands as he said, fire style, fire dragon bomb. As the fire dragon came out of his mouth and scorched them. As they have 3rd-degree burns all over their body now. They can barely move. They asked, what the? Aren't you just a kid? Naruto said, yes, I am a kid, but I'm strong. Naruto still has the thing covering his eye, as Kakashi is about to know if there's chakra going to that eye when he fights Zabuza. As we go. Sorry about that, I just need a breath. They're walking as mist starts to pick up. Kakashi's like wary of this. Naruto then, let's say Menma then throws a kunai and it hits a bunny. Or a bunny moves slightly out of the way. As Kakashi says, duck. As they all do, Zabuza then popped up. As Kakashi then lift up his eyes, saying, and then Zabuza said, Kakashi of the Sharingan, this will be interesting. Also, Kushina, this will be tough. But I'll manage, as the battle happens the same with Kakashi, as how he captures Kushina is a different story. Kushina ran up to Zabuza, but then she was trapped by a water clone of Zabuza. as the clone did water prison jutsu, as now she's captured. She was easily caught off guard because she was worried about Kakashi. As they started to drown, Kushina's chains didn't pop up for some odd reason. Let's say low chakra? Let's just say that for a bit. Or let's just say she forgot to use them. No, then she wouldn't forget. Well, she got caught off guard and now she's trapped. So, Naruto says, okay, let's deal with this. As he unraveled his hands, as he then took them in for a second and popped them out, as clay constantly flowed, as it created something, as it ran at Zabuza. As Zabuza clone got hit and dispersed, as they went on the water with a little bit of chakra on their feet. As Zabuza cut them down once, but then they multiplied into smaller. As Zabuza kept on cutting them, as there was like, I say 10 in each, as Zabuza couldn't fight them back, as they were getting on him. They stuck on him for a second. So Naruto then said, tiger hand sign. He does the tiger hand sign, and Zabuza gets blown back. As we see Zabuza hit the tree with third-degree burns everywhere. Kakashi then is able to get out. Naruto says, well, I can't believe 2 Jonins got caught. Kakashi says, we were caught off guard, Naruto. It happens to the best of us. Naruto says, yes, I do know, but, you know, it shouldn't happen to you, Kakashi of the Sharingan. Kakashi says, yes, I know it shouldn't happen to me, but whatever. As he caught a glimpse of Naruto's eye, as he said, why are you putting chakra in one of your eyes that's covered? Naruto said, what are you talking about? Kakashi says, with my Sharingan, I can see you're putting chakra in one of your eyes. Naruto says, because, I like to see out of this eye, but I can't stop the chakra flow. So I covered it. Kakashi then nods, taking that for right now. I don't want to get too far in Naruto's business. They then go to Tasuna's house, as we do like a week time skip. We're not going to do interaction with Haku, because Naruto never had to do the tree or water exercises. Let's just say that. He was a master at them. Naruto then, who was at the bridge working. Well, 2 people came at, Tasuna's home, and we're being up by Menma. Oh. Sorry, let me pause something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so Menma beats them up. We see at the bridge, as Naruto's gonna use his, no, he's gonna wait till the Chunin exams to use his, puppets. So, Naruto is at it. Zabuza and Haku then pop up. As, Zabuza and Haku pop up, Kushina and Kakashi take Zabuza, as they sent Sasuke and Naruto to take care of Haku. Naruto then says fine. As he runs through hand signs, he said, wind style, gale palm. As they're like a Hyuga technique. Or, yeah, kind of like a Hyuga technique. As he burst, as the mist is kind of gone, and it hit Haku. As Naruto put a lot of chakra on this. Naruto then ran through hand signs. As he then said, wind style, wind bullets. As he then said, fire style, fireball jutsu. Ran through another set of hand signs. As the fireball became bigger. As it then ran faster at Haku, as Haku dodged it, but then Naruto was right behind her as he landed a kick on her, as it sent her flying. As Naruto then went over there as he landed another kick. As Haku was kind of beaten up. She was kind of getting wrecked, kind of. Said kind of like 5 times, sorry. I'm weird. Yep, we go to the Zabuza fight as you hear lightning. You then hear someone get impaled by lightning. It's not Zabuza, it's Haku. Now we're gonna have the whole Zabuza change and all that. And same thing with Zabuza happened. The same, like, Gato got killed by Zabuza. Naruto was pretty good. And they called it the Great Naruto Bridge. Now I'm kind of skipping through that a bit because I want to go to the Chunin exams because that's where the big, like, story begins. Because I figured he'd show off a few things and then leave the village and it'd be pretty awesome. You know what I mean? So, and it's going to be a Naruto x Ino ship. Let me make a story for that real quick. Ino kind of got in love. Ino's kind of liking Naruto because he was strong, powerful, and she was liking him because of his personality also. He showed kind of some personality to her and all of that. So, yeah, she started to have a crush on him. Now, he's going to leave this village, and Ino might later. Who knows? Oh gosh, it's going to be difficult. Deidara will look just... Jeez, okay. So, we go back to the village as it's the Chunin exams time. Yeah, I'm skipping through that. Just a bit, the story. I'm skipping through it a bit. I'm going to get to the Chunin exams finale with the 1 month time skip, and then I'm exiting this video. Or, like, closing it. So, Naruto will be going for the first one. As Kabuto then came and asked, "What information would you like on a person?" Sasuke then immediately said, Naruto Hoshigaki. As Kabuto looked through his notes, but he couldn't find anyone who was Naruto Hoshigaki. He had no information. He then said, "I have no information on this person." As Sasuke cursed his luck. Ibuki then came and said, "Okay, the first test will begin." Naruto flies through this test pretty fast. As Sasuke did too. Now, the Rock Lee fight happened with Sasuke, but Naruto wasn't present. He just left. So, yeah. It's then time for the second exam, the Forest of Death, sorry. The Forest of Death happens as it's been like 3 hours since they went in there. And they're looking around for a scroll. Now they need to get two scrolls, one earth, one heaven. They have a heaven one. Yes, a heaven one. So they're looking for an earth one. As Naruto feels his dark presence as he looks behind them, as they see a girl from the grass village. She just smiles. As Naruto felt kind of creeped out about that. She then jumps in front of them. As she then said, "Fight me, I have an earth one. Don't you need that?" As Naruto says, "I feel dark presence from him. Everyone, be careful." Try and be nice, kind of. As Menmug and Mito got hit by a ginormous snake that dragged them away, Sasuke then goes for the battle. As Sasuke gets defeated, Naruto says this might be the time to show off some of my skills while they're not here. As he then throws out a scroll, as he then hits it on the ground, as Orochimaru sees the first Hokage. Orochimaru is surprised, saying, "What are you going to do with a puppet-like version?" Naruto then used chakra strings as the puppet started to move. Naruto then moved a string as a wood beam was coming at Orochimaru. Orochimaru had to dodge. And then wood started to wrap around his legs as Orochimaru felt his chakra leaving him. Naruto said, "Yes, I've used the first Hokage's jutsus. I've learned this technique from someone." The puppet then goes back in the scroll as Naruto puts it away. Orochimaru then feels his chakra still being drained. Naruto said, "Well, Orochimaru, I don't think you can shed your skin now from how much chakra you're losing." Orochimaru then gets away by doing reverse summoning jutsu as he goes. Sadly, not sadly, Sasuke did get the gift of Orochimaru, though. As we're going to do the preliminaries, as I'm saying it as a lot. Naruto got the Earth Scroll after defeating the three people that go after Sasuke. He defeated them pretty easily. Okay, let me do this. They come saying, "Give us Sasuke." Naruto says, "Why?" "Because we need to kill him for Lord Orochimaru." Naruto says, "Sorry, but I can't." As he runs through hand signs, he said, "Erstau, my dragon." As a dragon comes, as it smashes into them. As they were surprised that a genin could use that type of jutsu, Naruto then ran through hand signs. As he said, "Erstau, mudslide." And they ran through hand signs as he said, "Fire style, fireball jutsu." As he shot a fireball at them. Oh jeez, it's already 40 minutes long. As he shot a fireball at them. At the mud as it caught on fire as they were disintegrated. It's now the preliminaries. I'm gonna end it off there. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will make a video if this gets 10 likes by tomorrow. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.